There are a lot of things you can do with instant ramen here in Korea. You can have it as it is, you can turn it into a carbonara, or if you're a psychopath, you can crush up the noodles and turn it into a risotto sort of thing. But what I want to do is see how close I can get instant ramen into an actual bowl of ramen. To me, there are 5 things that go into a good bowl of ramen: soup, noodles, vegetables, a protein, and an egg. Instant ramen covers only 2 of those. So I'm gonna head to a supermarket right now and see how many more I can fulfill. Okay, so change of plans. The grocery store I was going to is closed. So what I think I'll have to do is get everything from a convenience store, which might be a little bit harder because convenience stores don't really have that much, and it's also a little bit more expensive. My friend also got food poisoning from a convenience store yesterday, actually. So I'm not sure how much I trust that, but we'll try to find something safe. Hopefully no food poisoning. I have a presentation tomorrow. This CU looks like it's pretty big and might have some good options. Best instant ramen flavor, Gin mild. Fight me for that. Well, for vegetables, looks like the only good option I have is some sweet potato. At least it's really healthy. Alright, so I got everything. I wish I had actually gone earlier to an actual grocery store, so I would have had a lot more options, because now I'm stuck with putting sweet potato into my ramen. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. I don't know. Alright, so here's the full spread of everything again. Some pork belly, sweet potato, instant ramen, and eggs. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with all these. So I can't be super loud because these are the common areas, but what I think I'm gonna do is fry up the pork belly and make it crispy, and then cube the sweet potato and then try to sear that as well in the leftover pork belly fat. Hopefully it works out because I want to eat a good meal tonight. So essentially what I'm trying to do is cold start this pork belly so it renders as much fat as possible. So I'm just going to cook these over low heat until there's a little bit of color, and hopefully a lot of fat renders out, to which I can use the sweet potato for. In the meantime, I'm going to try to prepare this. So there's a knife here and a cutting board, which I can use, but I do need some paper towel to dry it off. So this looks like the closest thing they have to paper towel. So I guess I'm drying these potatoes with toilet paper. The sweet potato is all cut up, and now I have to pull the pork belly off so I can put this on. So I'm currently in the process of scrubbing my pot because all the sweet potato kind of stuck. It's really annoying because I need this pot to still boil water for the actual ramen. I actually didn't use all of this. I'm gonna hold on to the rest and eat it later maybe. All right, so the instant ramen is cooking right now, I guess. Now it's time to assemble everything together. I'm gonna start with the pork belly, and then the sweet potato, and finally the eggs. I didn't realize these were marinated actually. More flavor, I guess. There's also a second egg, which I'll just put in, I think. So here is my masterpiece. Pork belly, marinated egg, sweet potato, Gin ramen. Honestly, it doesn't look too bad, but we'll judge it by the taste. All right, here's the first bite. I'm gonna try to get a little bit of everything. You know, that's not bad. And it wasn't that hard to make either. It just required a little bit of prep and being a little bit creative with it. But I will say it's not worth the price. This was around 14,000 won, which I think is around $10, I believe. And for this, that's not worth it. Like, I think for that price, I could go and get an actual bowl of ramen in town. That's probably a lot better than this anyways. So would I do this again? No. But am I gonna eat dinner? I also did go to a Psy concert yesterday, but that video isn't gonna come out for a little bit because I have like 14 gigabytes of footage to go through, and water got in the microphone, so it all sounds kind of bad. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna save it. But anyways, that's it. See you guys.